All right, y'all, let's break down the Bible real quick. Beginning declared from the end, and tie in Baal worship. Okay, this is very simple from a big picture point of view. Okay, because the Bible wasn't completed till after Jesus. Okay, before that, the temples were Baal worship. All right, and then today we had, in modern times, all the churches, all the denominations, they started from where? They started from the Catholics, okay? And they worship the Mother of Heaven, which is the Baal worship mentioned in Babylon and all those other types of things, okay? So, Jesus came, the Baal worship's there, temple's there, and then you have Jesus coming. He's 0 point, all right? He's the BC and the AD, and that's where you get the start. He's the begotten, the firstborn, all right? So in Genesis, that's a secondborn, and then in the Son of Man would be the thirdborn, and then Antichrist would be the fourthborn, okay? And that would tie to the 4 waters of Eden, and then the 4 heads and the 4 chambers of the heart, and then that ties to the pyramid for the 5 points, because the Father sits at top and he works through the 4 spirits. And then either way, so the truth is at one foundation, the word is at one foundation, and then it moves around back to the word or whatever, because the words of men are spirit, and they have the ability to move men in a positive or in a negative fashion. So this is how Jesus has to cast himself, or the word has to cast himself as light and as darkness, all right? And there's a physical darkness and a physical light, okay? So the Baal worship, and then the temples, the Baal worship at the temples, they took these certain books that told the history of man, they consolidated into a book with a printing press, all right? And the printing press is part of the prince of the power of the air. And then this gave them the Baal, the BUYBAAL, all right? And all those types of things. So then you got the BUYBAAL being written and consolidated from the Latin, the Latin. And that's where the parables, the syllables from the English, right? The English is the last language. That means it's the beginning language. And the vowels, the vowel is the marriage, and the E for the Holy Spirit, and the E is the electric plug, and that has been cast down as lightning, and the ground wire, and all the Satan to the ground, and all those types of things, okay? So the Baal worship, they're worshiping the light. They make the ark that makes the electricity or whatever, and we have the ark today that makes the electricity, and you have the electricity hung on crosses all over the nation. And it's just, it's all right there in front of you to tell you who Jesus is, okay? And the people don't worship. There's 2 Jesuses that the Bible tells us. There's the Jesus, and there's the other Jesus, all right? And the church worships the other Jesus, the shadow Jesus. And the believers that follow Jesus, that seek truth, follow the light Jesus, because he's the one that gives us the light in the forehead to overcome this world. And the people have caved in, and they're the beast man. That's why they wear the beast suit that gives them the coat and the harness and the collar and all those, and the dress shoes with the heels, and the dress slacks with the big pleat down the middle with the long flowing Satan, and all those types of things. But the BUYBAAL, the Baal worship, that's how Lucifer is going to regain his throne, and with Satan as king, because they're going back into Baal worship. And that Satan is in Genesis 1, the first sons of God, who came in and was created by God, and he went in and made the man, the male and female, after them. He's the one who created the male and female. He's the one who created the culture, okay? So the church is 100% wrong, and the church is Baal worship. So the more fundamental they are, or the more whatever, it's just Baal worship. They're actually worshiping Satan, and that's how Satan regains his throne, okay? And that's how hell comes on earth, because church is satanic, and they don't know it, okay? And this is the hardest thing for them to understand. And the more fundamental you are, the more satanic you are, all right? And that's why you want to control everything, and it's all right there, folks.